Hi students, welcome back to our class. This is Swarpama. Today we will discuss about pressure belts. This is a continuation again. See here ma, pressure belts. Pressure belts, the earth's surface does not have a heat uniformly. You know very well, the earth's surface does not have a heat uniformly completely. Whatever the earth present, it does not have heat uniformly. From one place to other place it is different. Okay, from one place to other place it is different. So what is happening, it's see here ma, land heats up faster than sea. We have sea level as well as the land level, terrestrial level as well as the aquatic level. So the land heats more compared to the sea. See here, sea contains the water and depth of the seas has nothing but land is present. So it takes time for the heating of the water. Okay, so the land which is deep inland heats up faster than the land near the sea. Okay, the land which, see here once again, the land which is deep inland heats up faster than the land near the sea. Whatever the land which is present outside, near means other than sea, okay, so that is heating up due to sun rays faster than the land which is near to the sea. Okay na? So the air above the land gets heated up more quickly, water takes more time to heat. So whatever the air above the surface of the earth heated up more quickly compared to the air above the surface of the water, So the air above the water gets heated more slowly. Air above the water surface, I said yesterday molecules are present. Where there is a low molecules, how heat increases the pressure. In the molecules, energy is increased by the pressure. Okay na? So whatever the water molecules here we have on the earth surface, this is the land. The land heats very fast. Land which is the air which is present above the land, heat increases compared to the where the water is present. Okay na? Above the water level, whatever the water level is present, above the water level, whatever the atmosphere is present, the air in the atmosphere heats slowly. However, when it comes to cooling, as usually opposite reaction always occur. Heating, cooling, pressure increases, decreases always. Okay, so when it comes to cooling, land cools faster. Who cools faster? Heating also land only, cooling also land only. Okay na? So land cools, whatever the land is present, whatever the above the surface of the land which is heated cools faster than compared to the water, the air above the water. Okay na? So the heating and cooling is happening at different rates of different places. Heating and cooling both are different in different places. Now water level, if you go for the pond, is different compared to the sea. Okay na? So and the areas is also different. In the Telangana we don't have any coastal lines. Okay, if we go for the coastal areas, the temperature will be different. Always complete humidity. Little bit when we go in that areas, little bit starting days we may not tolerate, later we get habituated for that conditions. Okay, so there is a change in temperatures always, molecules present in the atmosphere, it is the change. Okay, there are even more. You have learned about the relationship between the latitudes and seasons. You know about the latitudes. Okay, what are latitudes, longitudes? Okay, which places they are attaching, which places latitudes and longitudes attach, mostly the shading, where exactly the 12 am and 12 pm, where it occurs 12 am, where noon time, wherein it occurs. We learnt about the latitudes and the seasons also, how the seasons occurs, mainly the cyclones which occurred. If we go for the rains, how do we get rains? When the cyclones occurs in the sea, that wind flows, according to the wind flowing from that cyclone only we will get monsoon seasons, right? So that is the thing you learned about. The tropical latitude receive the most intense latitudes receive more intense amount of solar radiations and hotter than temperate polar latitudes. See here latitudes are present. Whatever the latitudes are present in the equator region, okay, in the equatorial region receive more temperature, because receive more temperature compared to the polar regions, compared to the latitude in the poles. Okay, so here in the polar region it is cool always. Ice regions are mostly in the polar region only. Wherever the heat condition directly that falls on to the equatorial region itself. Okay, it is just like a spherical ball where equator is most exposed towards the sunlight. Okay, na? Next thing, polar latitude that receives less intense of solar radiations, less intense of. Here tropical latitudes are receiving more intense of solar radiation. What is solar radiations? Ma sunlight only, different radiations we have. Okay, so more intense we get here, less here, less intense of solar radiations in the pole regions. Okay, north pole, south pole, north pole and south pole latitudes. Okay, na? Just as the water move from the higher place to the lower places and heats move from warmer objects to the cooler objects. Water moves from the higher places to the lower places. Okay, from the various higher places they are moving from the higher places to the lower places, and heat is also moving from the warmer objects to the cooler objects. Air move from areas of higher pressure to the area lower pressure. See here heat whatever is present. Yesterday I said in armor if we have a little bit of air spaces, molecules in space, from Pipri the particles may travel, okay, and occupy and make it compact there. Means when they become compact the coolness occurs, means it is changing from certain other place also due to pressure, pressure exerted in the atmosphere. Okay, it may cool the other region, it may heat the other regions also. Okay, na? Winds are constantly moving all over the world, you know very well. All the equator, the high temperature heats up atmosphere and hot air rises. Equator, the high temperature heats up the near the equator region, the temperature heats up the region, okay, and increases the hot air. If the temperature is increased, the molecules exerts with more pressure, they move on to the top layers of the from the surface of the earth, okay, and pressure increases, energy increases, okay, creating lower pressure at the earth's surface. So pressure where it is increasing, this is the earth's surface, here the pressure is increased due to more, okay, here this area the pressure is decreased because all the molecules went away onto the top surface. Okay, the pressure is decreased in the lower surface areas. The lower pressure belt, okay, see here lower pressure of the earth around the equator, whatever the equator is present, around the equator there we will have lower pressure when high heat is present, because high pressure went away onto the top regions only. This lower pressure belt around the earth, lower pressure belt around the earth, where it is present, lower pressure belt around the equator. Okay, now around the earth in the equatorial region we have lower pressure belt. Okay, so lower pressure belt, so this lower pressure belt is also called as equatorial low pressure belt. It is also called as equatorial low pressure belt. Okay, it is also called as intertropical convergence zone. It is also called as intertropical convergence zone. Okay, ITCZ, intertropical convergence zone. Here the pressure on the surface of the equator near to the equator region is low, the belt is low, pressure belt is low. Okay, so that pressure belt we will call it as lower pressure belt or equatorial low pressure belts or intertropical convergent zone. Okay, as this air rises it cools, as this air whatever is present here, okay, when it rises onto the upper surface, onto the layers, okay, now it cools and starts descending. okay na, and starts descending, but it cannot come back from the same path that it took when it went up. See here, whatever we can't tell that whatever the air is moving up, again it comes back, in that way we can't tell. It may move in any direction. Exactly, we can't tell. Just like a mirror image, it is reflecting back. It moves upward, again reflection occurs. Can we tell like that? No. Okay na? So only sun rays will, sun heat rays, sometimes it may reflect, but that doesn't happen in the air. Okay, reflection doesn't occur. They may move according to the pressure exerted by the molecules in any direction. Okay na? Next thing, as it reaches the higher layers of the atmosphere, the air spreads away from the equatorial region towards the north. See here, as it is moving from the higher levels from this equatorial region, air spreads towards the northern hemisphere, and towards the southern hemispheres. Okay na? Northern hemispheres and southern hemispheres. As it spread, it also starts descending. It is cooler, denser. When it is spreading, it becomes cooler, because when it spreads, okay, the molecule gap increases. From other place the molecules comes and occupies in the denser, that time automatically the pressure decreases, means it cools downs the atmosphere. Okay na, it cool downs atmosphere. We find the pressure is higher. That phenomenon is called as where it descends, where the pressure is higher. Okay, now I said in the equatorial region the pressure is low. Well, okay, where the pressure is higher on the upper surface, it went all the accumulation of molecules, we can tell, due to pressure and energy increase due to heat. There we can tell it as where the pressure is high, we can call them as subtropical high pressure belts. Okay na, subtropical high pressure belts in this area. Okay, so these areas are called as subtropical high pressure belts. Okay, subtropical high pressure belts. Okay na, having come down, again see here ma, having come down, as the air hits the earth's surface, again having come down, again in this way. Okay, when just imagination ma, means moving like this, means from the above the surface level they are moving. Okay, and in the directions of the different directions also, horizontally also they are moving. When they again reversely hit back the earth's surface, when the air reversely hit back the earth's surface, it splits into two parts. One part again rushes towards the equatorial lower pressure area. Okay na, see here, when the air hits the surface of the earth, complete earth, let's imagine. Okay, few will move towards the equatorial region, this region, few particles are moving towards the equatorial region. Okay, few, when they hit, okay na, see here, two parts, it is rushing towards the equatorial lower pressure area. When they get heated, again rises. Okay, so whatever, see here, lower pressure area, they have heated here. So after heating, what happens? As again the temperature increases, the pressure increases, the heat energy also increases in the molecules, again they move upward. That is the same thing what they have repeated in your book. Okay, rises, then the equatorial cycling of the wind continues, means they are moving with certain pressure, coming back again in the different directions like this. Okay, like this they have given different directions in your textbook, opposite directions. Okay na, they are moving reversely, coming again from the different sides, different directions they are coming here. The other part is pushed towards the next higher latitude where the pressure is, is lower. To understand the process better, let's call the wind A is not official name for these winds we are using for the convergence. They have given the wind A, but that is not official name it seems. The air in the areas near the north poles and south poles is so cold that there is a high pressure. There is a high pressure in the polar pressure belts. Why the polar regions are too cool? Because there is a high pressure in the higher pressure in the high pressure belt. See here, I said these are the low pressure belts. That's a little bit heat region. equatorial region is a moderate temperature we will have and high temperature also we will have, but very cool regions are seen in the polar regions. Why? Because due to the presence of subtropical high pressure belts, these are completely tropical, upper ones, this one is subtropical, this one is completely high pressure belt, okay na, high pressure belt, this one is tropical or we can call it as equatorial pressure belt, okay na, low, sub, high, okay, low, sub, high. As we move towards the poles, it increases, pressure increases, where it leads to the coolness of the weather, then the area around the latitude, around the Arctic regions and Antarctic regions and subpolar lower pressure. See here, these are Arctic regions and Antarctic regions, whatever the north and south poles are nothing but the Arctic regions and Antarctic regions. They meet the A wind. They are saying that this is the wind name they have given, Arctic region expected path. They are calling that whatever the wind, polar winds rushes towards this lower pressure area. See here ma, polar winds are there, those are moving towards whatever the polar winds are there, they are moving this side, this wind is moving that side, okay. When this polar wind moves this side, we will call that wind has A, okay na, wind has A. Just nominally they have given that wind A, but it is not okay, it is not perfect, okay na, the matter is not perfect here. Normally we would have expected the winds to move in a straight line from north to south and south to north, from the temperature zone to the tropic zone. How can we expect? He is telling that normally we expect that the winds will be moving from north to south, south to north. Do they go in the same direction? No. As a cyclone occurs in the sea, the wind moves from we will be having that from the east side, from the west side. From west side, the cyclone, what we'll call winds, will be moving towards the east side. That time only the rainfall occurs in Telangana region. Okay, so the wind has certain direction. Sometimes, okay na, during rain, sometimes when we have a moderate wind, they may flow in all the directions, they may move in all the directions, okay na. But actually the wind moves slightly to the right in the northern hemisphere, they move slightly in the northern hemisphere, it seems, towards the right side, and to the left in the southern hemisphere. The wind moves slightly towards the northern hemisphere, in southern hemisphere slightly towards the left side, it seems, okay na, left side. This is because of impact of Earth's rotation. Why they are moving this way? This is due to the impact of Earth is rotating around itself and it is rotating around the sun. So that's why this effect is falling on the wind also. The movement of the Earth is not only the sunlight effect is seen during the movement, we will get day and night. Okay, it is also seen in the winds also. It seems that much observation we won't do, but so many things are happening. Even our land will be moving for about 2 centimeters per year, but we are all not observing that one. Okay, so that effect we will call it as Coriolis effect. What we will call it as Coriolis effect, which affects the wind movement according to the movement of the earth, according to the effect of wind movement according to the movement of earth. That time we will call it as Coriolis effect. Coriolis effect here having zero effect near the equator, and maximum which has a zero effect, again this also zero effect near the equator, it seems maximum effect. This movement is also seen in the maximum effect at the poles. So everything is maximum in the polar region. Okay, coolness is also maximum. Okay, that's why most of the people prefer to live in the equatorial regions only, because the temperature is completely it suits us for our vegetation process, for our agriculture, sunlight, and for the mainly for the living habitat. We can lead in the equatorial region compared to the tropical region. Thus the atmosphere is always surrounding the earth on all sides in circulation. We know that atmosphere is surrounding completely earth, around the earth from all the sides. Wind plays a very important role in the weather climate patterns. We know that when the wind flow only, by the wind flow only we can tell exactly what is the seasons what we have, Okay, it is completely affecting on the climates and weather. They have also played a very important role in histories also. Histories, due to wind movement only landscapes has occurred. We know very well that. For example, Vasco da Gama found the sea route to India using the wind to power his ships. So Vasco da Gama, we know that he is the person who has invented the sea route, but he used, we don't know this point till now, that he has used the wind to power his ships, it seems. Okay, na, to power his ships. For the movement of ships, what he used? Wind. Okay, wind, and in this area we will be using mostly the tidal power, okay, and thermal power. In few areas, if we go for the southern region, complete of southernmost region of India, they will be using wind power. Okay, fans, by using the fitting the fans, he was able to transport and trade large quantities of pepper, cinnamon, etc. Portugal became, okay, this whole sea route whatever has led Portuguese to Goa, so many people came, and not only Vasco da Gama, Portuguese, so many people has invaded into India with the help of sea route invention only. Okay, na? So this is about the pressure belts. Just the pressure is low at the equatorial region, subtropical regions, and high at the polar region. That is only present in the pressure belt topic. Okay, so hope you understood. Thank you.